This is the charcoal Wrangler that my dad gifted to me back in 2012 when me and my wife first moved into our home. Gotta say, this right here is what taught me a lot on how to cook, and for a model like this, and it really puts you to the test on understanding how to cook and helps you on that first step to get to where you need to go, and essentially move up on your grills or on your smokers. And this one right here, this is what it was for me, and say it helped a lot, and then I'll go into some details about it too, and just by looking at it here, it's obviously got some rust on it. I've had it in the outside, the weather elements got to it. I mean, to be honest, I can't even tell you how long it's been out there, but kind of just forgot about it since I started getting my other smokers and grills, and guess I just kind of just moved on and moved up, and this grill right here, smoker, it paid the price for that. I let it go to hell. So, but as you can tell right here, I got me some thermometers right there. Now this is whenever I was first understanding things about grills and smokers, and how whenever it's placed on a grill that it's not going to be great level temperatures. So watching YouTube videos, reading stuff online, it tells you that you need to get down in grate level. So I ended up buying these off of Amazon, a 2-pack for about, maybe it was $10. They're nothing fancy, and it's, to me it seemed like they worked, for being, I guess you can say a no-name brand. But as you can tell, I did have it down towards grate level on each side, and obviously since this one right here is close to the firebox, this one always ran hot. This one ran a little bit cooler. Now there's no baffle plate system in here, so with these, you can obviously make them or buy them, but I didn't get into that, and I just did that, and and it helped. Now going to the side firebox, this was not included with the Wrangler, as you have to buy it separately, which I bought this for $70 online. And on the side of your Wrangler right here, there's a football shaped, and you have to get like a mallet or a hammer and like a flathead screwdriver, and essentially just bang out that football shape, and it'll pop right off. I believe there are newer ones, Wrangler models, I believe those, they're like, it's still the same U-shaped football, but I believe on those they're like screwed on, so all you got to do is just screw it off. But on this one here, you actually had to pick at it and to get it off, and once you did that, then you just screw it on, and that's it. And then what I learned online too is that before you even add on your side firebox, you have to always grab on to the shelf right here and move it around. There was no handle, on this side to move it around or anything. So what I read that would help to do whenever you do add your side firebox is essentially remove the Wrangler cooking chamber up top, remove it from the base of your legs and your wheels, and then turn it on the opposite side. So what I mean by that is that you see how it's like this right here. Well, the legs, before adding on your firebox, the legs would be on this side. So essentially you're just removing that top and just turning it around on the frame. So now you have the legs on this side. So now this has a handle. You need to move it around. You can move it around. Okay. Just like that. So that's one thing too. If you have a Wrangler and you're thinking of adding a side firebox, if you have to go this route, do that. Just detach the cooking chamber and just kind of put it on the opposite side, and you'll know what I mean, because you'll see how this looks. And the legs now will be on this side, and then you have it like that. So that helped out a lot, just to move it around. Makes it a lot easier than actually grabbing on to the shelf. And you know, I mean, wear and tear too, you know, on that. And here, you know, just lift and pull, you know, pull, push, whatever. I tell you, it's not heavy at all. I could do it with one hand wherever I need it to go. You can tell, get to the back, see, you know, out in the elements of the weather here in Texas. So, you know, it did its thing to it. Was some, you know, sanding it down, and if you want to put the canola oil on it, or go ahead and just respray it with some, you know, black high temp paint. You know, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, but you know, I'll see what route I'll go on that. But let's look inside the side firebox. So this is where you're gonna see even more, or it makes me even disappointed too, because of the conditions inside of the firebox and cooking chamber. So you see, but even off of that, you know, this, you know, get scraped off, sand it down. And then here, you know, bricks for some reason. And then here's your charcoal grate. But obviously with this is that, because of how low the charcoal grate is, whenever you are, you know, using wood or your charcoal, obviously it starts to build up ash and all that. So you kind of just find ways to kind of raise it up. You know, that's what I started to do. With these, I would kind of just go like that. I would do it like that, and then, you know, just raise it up like that, and now your ash just fell through. And then here's open it, close. But because of the way this is right here, is that obviously you can tell from your stack right here, it's pretty small, you know, in length, and so airflow is not that great here. So I had to either, you know, keep this wide open and then kind of open this up. That's how this, you open it up, and this is where you can empty out your ashes and all that. This comes off completely. But I would have to go and like kind of leave it open a bit just to get even more air in. Sometimes if that wasn't enough, you know, I'd have to kind of keep this open a little bit right here. This fireboard dog right here. Well, that's kind of the setup I had on here, you know, just to make sure that I can get some good airflow. I'll just have it like that. And as you can tell, you know, inside here, got some work to do too, so. And then here, I took a peek in here whenever I first brought it out here. And, you know, being out in the elements out in, you know, here, you know, there's a wasp nest, so just be careful on this right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's the nest. There's the wasp right there. So yeah, you know, this thing's been out there for a while. So I gotta be careful on that. Oh yeah, you see it moving? There it is. But as you can tell here, yeah, those cooking grates went to shit, huh? They sure did. And that's what kills me. Yeah, so we got some work to do in there too. Strip it all down. oil it up. Obviously, I'm going to replace, some stuff in here. Yeah, and then obviously remove that. I don't think homeboy wants to be chilling in there while I'm cooking, right? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But man, I learned a lot from this use right here. Learned a lot. I mean, it's what got me started on this. I mean, if it wasn't for this right here, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't be out here cooking, nothing like that. So I give it a lot right here, props right here. A lot of props for taking me on this barbecue journey right here that I'm, showing with everyone here. And thank you always for stopping by and watching too. I love it. Yeah. But that's pretty much it on this right here. This is the one that started it all. Well, that was a rundown of my first grill / smoker that, like I said, I eventually turned it into a smoker by adding that side firebox. So, it needs some work to be done. So, I'm going to work on that, and, I'm really excited to cook on it again. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I cooked on it, but I know I had a lot of fun with it, and it helped me a lot to understand barbecue, understanding how to cook it, and, had a lot of good times on it, but, even times where it was hard because I was learning and, and failing at cooking, not cooking food right and just not coming out the way that you're seeing other people do it and you're reading about it and being told, how it should be done. So this was always just a learning process with the cook itself and with learning how to cook on that smoker. So, I give it a lot of props because it helped me get to where I'm at right now, and, I give it everything. So, I hope soon that, I don't know how soon, but that, I can cook on it and y'all can see it because, these little smokers, charter grillers and all that, a lot of people look at them as being cheap and all that, and for the price that they are, and you look at it and the metal's thin, but I mean, it is what it is, and stuff like that helps you get to where you need to go, and that's what it did for me. So, and I'm grateful for that, because if I didn't have it, then I wouldn't be here right now. So, with that, as always, thank you for stopping by, and smoke on, everyone.